The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, 70 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Pickett. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. So the Dolphins now down by 2 touchdowns, less than 90 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Pickett to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Devin Hester from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now